What's going on, and welcome back to another adventure. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a full in-depth van tour of my 2000 GMC Safari. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment something down below that you think I can improve on or something that you enjoyed about this video. But just before we get into this video, let's hear a brief message from one of our sponsors. Seize the Adventure is our sponsor for today's episode. The merch site is officially online. I want you guys to go over and check it out. The URL is www.seizetheadventurestore.com. We have a ton of affordable merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, backpacks, coffee cups, aluminum insulated cups, stickers. And if you don't want to buy anything from there, that's completely fine. Just view this video, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So let's get into this van tour. So I'm gonna give you a short bit of information about this van before we head into the tour. This is a 2000 GMC Safari all-wheel drive. It was formerly a FedEx truck, completely treated like crap, just absolutely dirty. And we ripped everything out, cleaned it, covered up any rust. So overall, the exterior was a pretty clean slate, which is really nice. It came with the stock wheels, and I just went ahead and painted them black. Just kind of gave it more of a rugged look. I've also added this mountain and tree decal on the side of it. It came out really nicely. I think a lot of people enjoy that aspect of the van. Kind of took away from the creepy, white cargo van look of the whole thing. If you're familiar with the 2000 GMC Safari, you'll notice that not much has changed in here. The one thing that we did add is this Bluetooth stereo. It already had an aftermarket stereo, but the speakers were absolutely trash. So we went ahead and bought a small kit on Amazon and installed these speakers into the doors and this new head unit. Go ahead and check out that video if you're interested. It's in the top right corner here. So let's talk a little bit about the build in itself. It is insulated, 1 inch of foam board insulation. Then it's covered with a layer of Reflectix over that, just to act as a radiant heat barrier. Then we have cedar tongue and groove planks. Kind of went for a log cabin look, and I think I was pretty successful with it. I only used wood. It's really heavy, but it came out looking so good. All the videos are up online already, which is fantastic. Something pretty interesting about cedar is it's an insecticide, so having cedar tongue and groove in the van is a natural bug repellent, which is kind of important when you spend a lot of time in areas that look like this. So with the floor, we have 3/4 inch plywood that's cut out to the perfect shape of the cargo space. On top of that 3/4 inch plywood, we have a vinyl flooring that came out pretty good. It's gonna get scratched up, it's gonna get water on it, it's gonna get dirty. We're spending time out in this vehicle out into the mountains, so we needed something that was durable, that also looked great as well. We didn't want to just put a rubber mat inside here. So I think these gray vinyl flooring panels came out so nice. We did not insulate the floor like we insulated the walls in the ceiling. If you've ever been in an Astro or a GMC Safari, you'll know it's a very, very small van. It's considered a minivan. We didn't want to take up any of our space on the floor, if that makes sense. So if you have the actual floor of the van, by adding insulation and then adding subfloor and then adding vinyl panels, you're really taking away from the height. And I'm not exactly a small person, so having an adequate space was really important. So we could take a little bit out of the sides, a little bit out of the ceiling, but the floor we wanted to remain as low as we can, if that makes sense. Then right here, we just have kind of like a bedside table. The table's just to take up this awkward space. I was thinking about doing shelves all the way to the ceiling, but like I said, I'm not a small person, and the seat situation, I needed more room. So as you can see, it's kind of leaned back. Under the bedside table here, we just have a simple Rubbermaid Walmart cooler. I'm not living out of this thing. I just take it on weekend trips. So all we really need is a space to put our delicious food, right? Keep it cold. I use ice packs or ice, and it really does the trick. I'm never in this thing for more than a day or two. But eventually we'll be doing some long hauls, and I think I'm going to be installing some type of refrigerator system that's in between the seats. So moving right along, we have our pull-out full-size slat bed. This thing came out absolutely awesome. Going back to it being a small vehicle, I didn't want to have the bed just taking up most of it. I wanted some space to be able to walk in and walk straight through out the back doors, right? So this sliding slab bed was the best option for me. It has kind of two modes. It's a pseudo couch, just because this is a small van and I'm a big guy. So I could kind of sit up, not really at all. You'll find that in all the full-size vans too, Ford Econoline, Chevy Express. We kind of have these pillows here, and I just lean back, and it's good enough, you know? I could relax here, eat food, sit on my phone. You know, it's kind of luxurious to be able to have a place that you could relax and sit down. So after a long day of being out in the field, having fun, it's bedtime, right? And how do we go to sleep? Well, this simply just pulls out really nicely. This is a 4-inch memory foam mattress, and I thought for sure I was gonna need to upgrade that after my first camping trip. I thought I was gonna feel the slats underneath, as it is a slat sliding function bed. And let me tell you, it is comfortable. It just really shapes to the form of your body, and it will put me out in an instant. To get into bed mode with this is just grab the back of the mattress and slide it in. Bam. And just like that, you're in couch mode. It's really that easy. And as you can see, we just have a slat design. These slats are interlocking and they make for a really easy pull-out bed. It's so simple. So on the passenger side of the van, we have this gorgeous cabinet set up with a custom sink, electric running water, entertainment, nice iPad holder, swivels around. This acts as like our mini TV. Plenty of overhead storage right here. This is kind of where we keep dry foods. I got some tortillas and an onion right now. So we just have this large plywood door that when shut looks super clean. I mean, it really just hides all the storage nicely, and it takes one hand to undo the latch, and then bam, you have all this storage right under here, including a 1-gallon water tank that we can refill with our 7-gallon that we store under the bed. What's holding this door open is actually a piece of fly line from an old fly rod that I have, and it does pretty good. You know, this van build was all about using what we had. I didn't want to buy too much stuff, so we got very resourceful. When you shut that door, that stuff's not going anywhere. It really can only slide around in the top shelf, slide around in the bottom section. So that's really secure. Personally, I haven't seen anything like this in a GMC Safari or Chevy Astro. A lot of people just go super simple in these things, but I say why not take it to the next level and really have some type of luxury in these vehicles. If you're going to want to build any type of camper conversion, I would 100% suggest one of these, a rooftop RV vent. This is a Fantastic Fan 1200. So how this thing works is you just open up the latch right here, select which direction you want the fan to be moving in. It'll either suck air in or pull air out. And then it has 3 varying speeds, just super nice. Crank it up to 3 and it gets pretty cold in here pretty quick. You just gotta shut the latch when you're done so you don't get rained on. To light this entire vehicle, we just have one small LED strip. I just use white for everyday to-day use, and then at night when you want something, you know, to set the mood, you just set it to fade and, you know, just sit back, relax, watch some Netflix, eat dinner. It's fantastic. So I hope that provided you with a little bit more detail on my personal van build. I think it's really great. I love it. Now, would I do anything differently? Yes. I'm sure anyone that's taken on a project like this, finished, and then said, you know, I could have done this way, this another way. So I'm sure this won't be the first version of my van build specifically. But you know what? For a first attempt, I think it came out so awesome. So if you have any questions about my build personally, please drop them down in the comments. I will respond to them no matter what, probably. So just ask them. It's perfectly fine. I'll send you links to anything I bought on Amazon. I'll explain anything that I did build-wise. And I'm really here just to help you out. So go ahead, comment down below. What's the worst that can happen? We got some marinated carne asada. We're gonna have some tacos with this view. So it's a 2-for-1. You guys get a van tour, I get some tacos. So now that we got that carne asada, we're gonna put some raw white onion on there. I'm gonna throw some cilantro on there. Man, doesn't that look good? Always serve with plenty of lime. You need green salsa, salsa verde. And just like that, we have dinner and a view. Just one more thing to seal the deal. A nice, cold beverage. Oh, all right, I think we should do this together. So first, do a little bit of lime on there. These things are loaded. Pick up that beautiful carne asada street taco and eat. Well, that's gonna be it for today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I really did. More cooking, more beautiful mountain views, and a whole bunch of adventure. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.